she know I'm the man like. Okay. She know I'm the man like. Yeah, let's go. She know I'm the. Okay. She know I'm the man like.
What dying in every sport feels like. Ooh, let's check it out. Look, man, the only sport I like to play, and I can play numerous sports, is basketball. I like basketball, and there's a lot of injuries you can get in that. But let's see what this man got to say about it.
The helmet incident.
Oh, snap.
Under the bright lights of a packed stadium, football is supposed to be all adrenaline and glory. The crunch of helmets colliding, the roar of the
football. Woo.
crowd, the chase for the end zone. But one wrong hit can turn it from
bro. All it takes is one wrong hit, bro. And it's called CTE, bro. Something head injury, traumatic injury.
Spectacle of horror. The linebacker crouched low, ready for impact. He launched forward head first and connected with a runner at full speed. Instead of bouncing back up, his body crumpled like a doll dropped onto concrete. At first, the crowd thought he was winded, just catching his breath. But when teammates tugged at his arm, they got no response in return. Because apparently the only touchdown he scored that night was 6 feet under.
Nah, bro. Why you say that, bro? Why you say that, bro? That's kind of insensitive.
Happened was brutal. The force of the collision compressed his neck so violently that his spine fractured instantly. Force of the collision compressed his neck so violently that his spine
Oh my God. The ligament, bro. That shit snapped and went outward. It looked like,
fractured instantly. The crack was so loud, the players closest swore they heard it. His body stayed on the field, but everything inside had already shut down.
Damn.
Couldn't move, couldn't scream, couldn't even blink. Those next moments felt endless. Trainers sprinted across the grass, fans whispered in disbelief, parents covered their children's eyes, but the truth was clear that the linebacker wasn't coming back. In a game...
This is the thumbnail. All right.
Built on toughness and survival, he'd just been broken beyond repair. And this wasn't some freak accident like slipping off a ladder or tripping in the street. This was baked into the game itself. Every single snap.
This nigga got a tie on, bro. I just realized
that one bad angle, one extra ounce of force could leave you paralyzed or worse.
Is that
like
easy?
In this case, the fireball.
That's one, bro. That's why I never could get into football, bro. Because I'm like, bro, I'm about to get hit this hard for what, bro? A ball, bro? No, I'd rather get crossed.
Takes place on the asphalt battlefield of Formula One, where cars tear across the circuit at over 200 miles per hour.
Do y'all watch racing, bro? Be honest with me. I won't judge you. Do you watch racing? Like NASCAR and shit? Cars going in circles and then their tires getting changed mid-race. You watch that? Oh my God.
Driver strapped himself into the cockpit, surrounded by carbon fiber fuel and the hum of an engine built to go fast enough to kill. Spoiler alert. As the race began, the driver charged into a corner just a fraction too aggressively. But turns out physics doesn't care how confident you are. His car clipped another, spun sideways, and before he could even react, it launched headfirst into the barrier at full speed. The sound alone was sickening. A metallic scream followed by an explosion of sparks and fire. The machine ruptured. A fireball engulfed the cockpit, instantly fed by the car's fuel. Trapped inside, the driver had nowhere to go. The flames wrapped around him like liquid, searing his skin.
Bro, these sound effects ain't right. Yo, have y'all ever heard a car crash, bro? Have y'all ever heard it? Crazy. Sound like a gunshot.
The heat was so intense, it boiled his blood before rescuers could even fight their way.
Boiled his blood?
Fans in the stands didn't just see the crash, but they also smelled it. Burning rubber, gasoline, and something worse. Something
flesh.
By the time the fire was beaten back and emergency crews reached what was left, it was already too late. The car was ash and twisted metal. The driver, unrecognizable. For the crowd, it was a reminder that while Formula One looks like a sport of precision and glamour, it's really just inches away from carnage.
These visuals, bro.
One wrong move, and the fastest show on Earth turns into the fastest funeral you'll ever witness. The Bell Incident.
You ain't right.
Under the hot lights in an arena way back in 1982, a boxer stepped into the ring, gloves.
Oh, this is another sport I won't do, bro. Fuck that. I will. Oh my goodness. I would learn how to box though. That's different. Learning how to box so I can protect myself. I think I'll learn. Honestly, I'll learn all the fighting styles: boxing, jiu-jitsu, karate, kung fu. If that's not karate, and then MMA. I'll learn all that shit. Honestly, you just won't catch me doing it professionally, bro.
Tight. Sweat already.
The human body is so easy to just fuck up, bro. Like y'all seen that one boxer that had that thing happen to his vertebrae or whatever? Became a vegetable.
Back. This was supposed to be his night. The kind of fight where you picture your hand raised, the crowd screaming your name, the world finally taking notice. Just you, your fists,
Hell no.
and the illusion that toughness can outlast anything. But toughness has limits. The fight dragged on longer than expected. Fists flying, leather cracking against bone. He took punch after punch, head snapping back like a rag doll each time. Then came one hit too many. His skull rattled, and his brain slammed against it on the inside. He stumbled back into the ropes, eyes glazed. For the crowd, it was just another dramatic moment in the fight. For him, it was the beginning of the end. Blood began seeping in places it should never touch, and pressure built somewhere inside that he had never felt before.
Oh, man.
He could have played chess, maybe esports, but he had to sign up for brain damage on pay-per-view. The bell never came to save him. He slumped against the corner, breathing shallow while his body refused to respond.
He ain't
Medics
wrong.
rushed in, but they were left to watch as his body broke itself down from the inside. There was no dramatic speech or comeback story for this boxer, just silence and a stretcher. He never woke up again and left crowds with the realization that boxing is, in fact, men punching one another as hard as they can. Who would have seen that one coming? The collapse.
Yo, you ain't right, bro.
In the middle of a packed stadium with tens of thousands of eyes glued to the pitch, a
I'll play
professional
soccer.
soccer player sprinted across.
I'll play soccer. I played soccer in high school. Soccer's fun. But to watch it, that's a big ass field, bro. And for them to go back and forth, that's why I like basketball, because there's consistent action. No Diddy. But like there's consistent, shooting the ball in the hoop, you know what I'm saying? Type shit.
It was supposed to be just another match. 90 minutes
Diddy
of
got
sweat,
4 years, by the
tackles,
way.
cheers, and maybe 1 or 2 points scored. Maybe. A game where the biggest danger should have been a sprained ankle or a bad call from the referee. One moment, he was charging down the field. The next, he drops. No warning.
What?
God Almighty just decided to pull the plug. His chest seized, and his heart locked up in the middle of the game. His teammates rushed, shouting his name, waving desperately to the sidelines. The crowd, at first confused, quickly went silent, a wave of horror spreading through
How does this
tens
happen
of
in
thousands
soccer?
of people all at once. It was life and death, playing out on the grass for all to see. His body stiffened, gasps rattled out of him like a dying engine, and then he just went still, right there in front of everyone. 1 second an athlete, the next a reminder that your heart can betray you even without the help of an American diet. By the time medics
Why you throwing jabs at fuck? I forgot his name. I'm not good with names. It's on the top. I'm gonna think about it before this video ends. I bet you that. Damn, but like, how your heart just do that to you? Like, that's so messed up, bro. I wouldn't have thought like it would happen during like soccer, bro.
field, it was already too late. They tried compressions, defibrillators, frantic prayers, but nothing pulled him back. The game ended in silence. The mountain climb incident. It was supposed to be a perfect day for an ascent. The sky was clear. The crowd gathered at the base could see
You ain't catch me
climbers
mountain
dotting
climbing.
the rock face, and every snap of carabiner or tug of the rope promised adventure. People watched in awe as one climber pushed higher and higher, but then came a sharp crack, a rope snapping that sounded like a
Fuck, what
gun
the fuck is his name, bro? Oh, I can't think of his name.
echoing down the rock face. Gravity had decided there was one too many humans on that wall. The fall was long enough for the crowd to scream and horrifyingly long enough for him to know
This nigga
exactly
fell
what
from the
was
mountain.
happening. His body pinwheeled in open air, helpless, before slamming against part of the rock wall, shattering his bones. Each impact on the way down was a new break, twist, or separation until what was left finally slammed into the ground below. Onlookers froze in horror at what they
Damn.
saw. His body was mangled, limbs bent the wrong way, face unrecognizable. It begs the question, how many witnesses went rock climbing?
Queso. Oh my goodness. His name is Queso. I know this is not even like on the same thing. His name is Queso. You know how I remember his name? I went down the whole alphabet. A, B, C. I was like, C rings a bell. Queso. Bro, I'm smart, bro. Look at you, bro.
Again, the ice skate incident. In
Ice
1989,
skating? Fuck
an
no.
NHL game was underway in Buffalo. The crowd was roaring, the players were clashing, and the ice was streaked with blades and sweat. Hockey has always been a violent sport. Broken noses, missing teeth,
I'll
and
watch
fights so
hockey.
wild they sometimes looked scripted. But this night was different. In the chaos of a rush, two players collided. One lost balance, another went airborne.
I'll
And
watch
a
this
skate
shit.
made of razor-sharp honed steel lashed through the air. This has happened before, catching an arm or a leg, but this time it caught the other skater's throat. The worst part was you could watch it all live as the cameras recorded every bit from the crash to his neck
my
opening and the
gosh.
spout of red that followed. He clutched at it, desperate, staggering as the rink was stained to crimson. Fans froze in their seats, realizing they were watching a man bleed out in front of them in real time. Teammates screamed for medics, officials waved frantically, and the player collapsed, drowning in his own blood as doctors sprinted onto the ice. The silence in the arena was deafening, broken only by the shouts of professionals trying to keep him alive. Some fans fainted, others wept. Many couldn't even look at the ice. That night, a brush with death reminded everyone what exactly it is that is strapped to the boots of every hockey player.
Yo, I legit had like a loss for words. Bro, imagine seeing that in real time. Like somebody gasping for air, but they're choking on their own blood, bro. Like their throat is just cooked, bro. That's a scary sight, bro.
And the threat nobody saw looming over the rink the entire time. If you've made it this far, you've just heard some of the worst ways athletes and thrill seekers have turned their favorite sports into a one-way ticket to the morgue. Why would you do this to yourself?
I don't know.
I don't know.
I enjoyed it,
But that's
though.
all I've got.
I enjoyed that a lot. And we're going to check out more of that. Did y'all guys enjoy it? And if you did, make sure you leave a like. Make sure you comment. And make sure you subscribe. Because we're not stopping. We're going to keep going. And we're going to keep doing this shit until we make it, baby.